Hello and welcome. We are today in Sachsenhausen. It's the prettiest part of Frankfurt, and we are taking today a new and we are making today a new review for you. It's about the Canon EOS M6. Have fun.
So do you know what that is, ladies and gentlemen? That's one of the oldest walls in Frankfurt. That was originally the Frankfurter city wall, so to protect the part of the city. We're here in Frankfurt, Sachsenhausen. It's approximately 900 to 1000 years old. And I'm gonna take a couple shots now, and later on you can compare the sharpness of the camera at home if you want to. And it stinks like hell here, so we are getting out of here now. Yeah, we're here in Frankfurt, Sachsenhausen, which is the part of Frankfurt that is really crowded during the night because here are a couple nightclubs and bars. And I give you some information about the Canon EOS M6. So it's approximately 11 centimeters wide, 6.8 centimeters height, and the depth is about 4.6 centimeters. The camera is feels really good in my hands, apart from the small finger that sometimes reaches into the empty. Really nice camera, and the build quality itself, it feels stable and nicely built. So you can't drink all day if you don't start in the morning very wisely. So if you're here, just make sure to go to the London pub and brasserie. Okie doke. So if you want to start early drinking, you should check out this house here. So which is quite nice about the Canon EOS M6, you have that little 3-inch LCD monitor that covers 100%. It has a resolution of 1.04 million dots, and it's a touch display as well. And you can tilt it 180 degrees up, which is not possible if you have the Rode microphone on top. And you can tilt it down 45 degrees. So let's imagine you are on a festival and then you want to have a look over the crowd. Then you just tilt it downwards 45 degrees. It works quite nice. And by the way, that's the only Coca-Cola well in the world. So directly from here comes the Coca-Cola, and then you can drink it directly, which is part of the Frankfurt Sachsenhausen tradition. So make sure you check that out as well. So guys, what do you get for your Mooney? On one side you have a port to attach an external microphone, which is this one here. Then you have a little micro USB port. On the lower side you find a standard tripod mount to mount any tripod on there, or selfie stick by Yobi for instance. And on the other side you have a mini HDMI connection and a little port to attach an external remote. And of course it's equipped with Wi-Fi, NFC and Bluetooth as well. But you can't connect your Bluetooth headset, for instance, with that camera to hear what you're saying all the time, unfortunately. That's the Main River, because so many people were asking, why is it called Frankfurt am the Main? So it's Frankfurt am Main, and that it's the river right here that I'm going to film you right now so you can have a look at it. And that's basically just the river is called Main, and am means it's at the Main River. Frankfurt am Main means Frankfurt at the Main River. So just to let you know. So if you want to make use of the internal flash and you open it up, make sure you get rid of the external microphone, otherwise it's a little bit blocked. Then I'm going to take a selfie now, woohoo! And, oh, I look a little bit stupid on this one, so I'll take another one. Oh, so the quality with the flash is also pretty nice, so it's not overexposed. And yeah, so it's quite nice. So if you step into the menu, it's really easy to use, it's colored, and so it's with all Canon cameras. Nice, simple, easy, and you can go through the menu with your finger. It features the little touch feature here as well. And that's basically all. So it's pretty simple to use. That's the kit lens. It gives you the fastest aperture of 3.5. to 6.3, I'm using here the 15 to 45 millimeter STM. So I'm going to take a couple shots now, this one with 15 millimeters. Then I'm going to give you a shot with a 24 millimeters. And if you want to see how close you can get, that's another shot taken at 45 millimeter. If it's enough for you, get this lens. If it's not enough for you, just get one of the other zoom lenses, or you get another Canon lens with the adapter. And the focus itself is quite nice and precise. So overall, it's a great camera to have. Just be aware that you have a crop factor of 1.6. So I will just show you how fast the autofocus is during the video recording. I'm now focusing on the wall, then I'm focusing back on the Rode microphone and back on the wall, back on the Rode microphone, back on the wall, and once again back on the Rode microphone. So there has been an improvement about the autofocus system within the last couple of years. So it's really nice and easy to use if you want to benefit from the touch focus. And once again, here's a little clip how the autofocus system works. I'm now filming with the Canon EOS M6 and the 15 to 45 millimeter. And if I use the touch focus, now I'm focusing on the background, foreground, foreground, and background once again. And the autofocus works quite nice and precise. If you want to benefit from the video mode of the Canon EOS M6, you can record in 1080p with 25, 30, 50 or 60 frames a second. If you want to record with 60 frames, you need to go into the yellow menu and change from PAL to NTSC. And you can't record in 4K, unfortunately. But that's basically all. So if you want to do some slow motion shots, easy, just say 50 or 60 frames a second, and then you scale it down once you're home. With the Canon EOS M6, you benefit of having a 5-axis image stabilizer. What you can do with it and how it works, I will show you. So if you walk normally, it's like this. So as you can see, that's the mount adapter EF-EOS M. So you can basically place every Canon Sigma or Tamron lens on top. And then what you can do with it with the 70 to 200 millimeter, I will show you right now. Now I'm taking a photo with 70 millimeter. Now you get one with 100 millimeter. And of course you get one with a 200 millimeter as well. And as you can see, you get a decent quality if you use the prime lenses by Canon with the EOS M adapter. So the cool thing is with a camera such as the Canon EOS M6 that you can change the lenses. And if you use a lens with an open aperture, let's say 2.8, or a faster aperture with the 50 millimeters, you get a really good aperture of f1.8, for instance, for about 100 euros. And then you benefit of having the blur background, which looks quite nice. For instance, I'm going to take a couple shots here now of the flowers. And these are all taken with the Canon EOS M6 and with the 70 to 200 millimeters by Canon. So we're here at the European Central Bank, which is behind me. And here's a big skate park and a place where all the kids can play. And that's our favorite place to test the autofocus system of all our Canon cameras and Nikon cameras, Sony, whatever. And we're testing the autofocus now of the Canon EOS M6 during video mode, and of course while taking photos in RAW and in JPEG, and of course you can download them all if you want to. With the Canon EOS M6 you get a really nice working autofocus system. It's ultra fast, it's precise, and you get stunning shots. Of course it depends a little bit on the lens that you're using as well, but I'll give you now a couple examples. Waiting here for that guy, here he is, woo! Okay, just the buffer takes a little bit longer, so if you do a couple shots, and in RAW and in JPEG it takes a couple seconds until it's done buffering, so it can take up to 10 seconds. So as you can see right now, I got rid of the mount adapter and the 70 to 200 millimeter because I don't know what's the reason for it. Either it's because of the teleconverter or it's because of the lens. I did not use the image stabilizer so far, but the battery went down like hell. So we had four bars of battery, and as soon as I had the 70 to 200 millimeter with the converter on it, it went down. So I tried to finish this review now, and we're gonna take a closer look now at the creative filters of the Canon EOS M6. To be honest with you, there are better filters out there. For instance, Panasonic does really nice filters, but I wouldn't make up my mind about just buying that camera just because of the filters, because you get all these filters in Instagram included or in Lightroom, whatever. So just for your information, I'm going to show you now how they look like. So with the creative filters you get on this camera, let's try this one here. It's a miniature effect. Ooh, so you can set the focus, which is quite nice. So what else do you get? We get an HDR effect. Let's see how it looks like. So the camera takes now 3 photos, an underexposed photo, a normal exposed photo and an overexposed photo. That takes a little while, about 10 seconds, and then you see the final result. Okay, it doesn't look too bad. And let's try another one. We have here this toy camera. Ooh, ghosty. And the last one will be the fisheye effect. Ooh. Okay, that's this one right here. Let's see if it works during video recording as well. No, it doesn't. On the upper mode dial you have the TV button, the AV button, full menu control, and of course you have 2 custom settings as well. So just imagine yourself, you need always the same exposure or always the same filter. Then you can save it on one of these 2 custom buttons if you wish to do so. So here on the side you find that little Wi-Fi button. If you press this button, you can connect your Canon EOS M6 with your smartphone. Therefore you need to download the free Canon Camera Connect app from the Play Store or the App Store. And then you can connect your camera with the M6. What you can do, you can use your phone as a remote, or you can download the photos directly onto your phone and share them in the best quality from the EOS M6 with your friends via Facebook, mail and Twitter. So just for your information, you need this app. It's called Canon Camera Connect app, and it's available for free in the Play or in the App Store. So the first thing you need to do when you try to connect your camera with your smartphone, enable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. First thing you need to do, switch on the camera and press the Wi-Fi button on the side. Then you press on the little smartphone symbol here and say Add Device. So if you go to your Wi-Fi settings, enable Wi-Fi, and then it will display exactly the name that's on the camera, and then you just enter the password down there. After you have successfully connected the camera with your app, you go out of the Wi-Fi settings and go to the Canon Camera Connect app. Once you're in the app, just confirm that you want to connect the camera with your phone. Then you can go on a remote live view, and what you can do from here, you can set the focus, you can take photos, but let's see. But unfortunately, you can't go into video mode. So what you can do, as I said, you can control the camera, you can change the settings, you can't stop or start a video, but you can go back, say photos on camera, and then what you can do, you can say I want to have that photo on my device, download the photo, go into your image library, and then basically share it with your friends via mail, WhatsApp, Twitter, whatever. Hello and welcome to the conclusion about the Canon EOS M6. To be honest with you, I was very happy testing this camera for about €1,000 if you consider buying this camera instead of the Canon EOS M5. Just make sure you know the difference between those 2 cameras. So with the M5 you get an electronic viewfinder, with the Canon EOS M6 you don't. If you try considering buying the external viewfinder, the price is quite high. And if you need an electronic viewfinder, just get the M5. But apart from that, I was really impressed about the autofocus system, which worked quite nice. You can record videos in 1080p with up to 60 frames a second, so you can do some slow motion shots as well. The low light performance on this camera was quite good as well, so now you have a couple example pictures that you can download. The link is in the description below. The only thing which is quite annoying on this camera, so you don't have a headphone jack to control the audio level if you try to take some video footage manually with the sound leveling manually. And apart from that, you can shoot a JPEG and RAW. I don't know if the codec is out yet by Adobe to play around in Lightroom with a little bit, but there are a couple JPEG files and a couple RAW files in the description below. And anything else? A great camera. I mean, if you have bigger hands, the little finger is probably reaching into the empty, but for €1,000, great camera, great autofocus system, and thanks for watching. See you soon. Any questions under this video. Bye bye.